Hiya, I'm Clark Devlin.
And I'm David Hunter.
And we are in
Seussical
Seussical the Musical together. And we're having tea with Wilma.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Go ahead, Clarky.
You go ahead, Hunter.
Seussical is a show compiling a load of Dr. Seuss books together, who wrote The Grinch and Horton Hears a Who and all sorts, loads and loads, Cat in the Hat, loads that you'll know really, but he's kind of more famous in the States. It was written by Flaherty and Arns, who wrote Ragtime and Man of No Importance and some really good musicals and won Tony Awards for them. And Eric Idle helped to conceive it, who was one of the Monty Python lads. So it's got a really good team behind it to begin with, and I think that's reflected in the script. Yeah. I just thought it was great as soon as I read it.
No, definitely. I think when you've got that kind of calibre of people, then you know it's a good show, isn't it? And it is. Ooh.
It's going well. I was in a show called Lucky Stiff that Flaherty and Arns wrote when I was at drama school. And I loved it. And it's quite similar to this, actually. Like, it's been weird doing it because it reminds me of it in loads of different ways, like the songs and everything. So I kind of got to know him that way and knew about Seussical. And then actually I helped direct it at like a kind of kids drama club thing. So I got to know it a bit better even then. So when I heard it was coming over, I was a bit giddy, really, to be honest. Did you know what I mean?
No. I knew of the show. I'd heard of the show before, but not really many of the songs, like particularly, like, not very well known.
When Clark heard there was a little boy part, you thought,
yeah,
shoe in.
It's me. Yeah.
Do your little boy voice.
Oh, hey, I'm Jojo. I mean,
it was a shoe-in.
That was it.
Please, that's all he did for the audition.
That's it, yeah.
In and out.
Done. Well, I am a 26-year-old man.
No.
Yeah, 26.
Really?
Yeah, 26. Not stone. 26 and 5'5". So the majority of stuff that I've done as theatre for kids, young stuff. Horrid Henry was the first one, and I understudied Horrid Henry and Perfect Peter, and I was Weepy William in it, so I just cried all the time. It's normal. And I then was George in Georgie's Marvellous Medicine for 15 months, which was a long slog, but it was brilliant. And then another show that I did was The World According to Bertie last year, and I was a 6-year-old child. So I think the oldest I've actually played is 10.
No.
Yeah, no, it is. It's 10. 10.
So how does this one compare? Is this quite like other kids' theatre then, or does it feel different?
Well, I studied American theatre. Right, stay with me on this one. So all of it, all the things that we did were in American accents, and I've never got to use an American accent before, previous to this. In fact, in the audition, I wasn't even asked to do an American accent, so there we go. Lucky, that one, wasn't it? And yeah, I can't even remember what I was saying. It's just it's different to the other shows, I suppose, because yeah, I'm singing and I'm doing an American accent. It's just a bit more. I don't know. It's easier, I suppose. I don't know if I find it easier because it's such a clear story.
Yeah. Nice. Nice guy, isn't he? I like him.
Sexy.
Yeah, attractive. And available, everyone.
Oh, I am.
Shall I talk about me?
Yeah.
I love doing that. I'm just depressed. I don't know. No, yeah. I've done lots of kind of things in music and things in acting, and more recently I've kind of merged the two. After I was at drama school, I was in a band, and then when the band broke up, I came back into acting, which was great, and a much kinder world, I think. And done some really nice things. I was doing some little parts in One Man Two Governors with James Corden at the National and into the West End, which was amazing. And then soon after that, I went and did Superstar, which was the show on ITV, looking for a new Jesus. I wasn't the new Jesus.
No,
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't win. Didn't win it.
Livid for you.
No, it was fine though. I did all right.
I
did
think
fine.
you did quite well, actually.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, and which was great and a great experience. And so since then, I've been just trying to kind of do some nice work, and just did Tommy, it's the Who's musical, and now went straight into Seussical, which is about the Who's.
It's about the Who's.
So yeah, so we're at the Arts Theatre for a bit doing Seussical, and it's I think it's going really well. We're just kind of like we just started to enjoy it now that press night's out of the way, and we got some nice reviews, and now we can just kind of sit back in it and
have fun.
And have a bit of a giggle, which is the last few shows have been really great.
Yeah.
But I think the best question I got asked when we were doing Superstar was, what does Andrew Lloyd Webber smell like?
Oh,
that was on
what
like
does
a
he
radio.
smell like?
I don't know. Well, they thought he would smell like Doritos, but he doesn't.
No, I'd assume a really expensive aftershave.
Do you reckon?
I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. I am involved in this one.
You are,
thanks, guys.
This is a question because I tweeted a picture of Clark's underwear the other day. Because it was particularly good underwear.
Yeah,
it basically, on his bottom,
posterior.
Yeah, it says boom in big letters. I just thought they were brilliant underpants.
Yeah, they're quite bold.
But we do get to know each other quite, as you can probably tell. I don't know if the camera's helping this or anything, but this is a tiny room, and there's 3 of us in here.
Mm-hmm.
Simon Keller's got the big room. Fair play.
Yeah,
he's put the time in, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But what do you mean? So we're in a tiny room, so we get a good look at each other.
Well, this is it, yeah.
When people are going
not out of our underwear.
No, rarely out.
Rarely,
occasionally.
sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, that's how it is, and it's you kind of it breaks down, it breaks the ice, I suppose, when you've seen each other's bottoms before 10:30 in the morning, and there's a bond there.
Yeah, it's a Tuesday morning. There's my bum.
There's my bum.
There it is.
We'd love to compare our underwear. Mine says next, which is in fact a
the
suggestion.
next one.
Yeah.
Mine just again, it's quite bold.
Oh, he's got them.
Yeah, these. Oh, look, bang,
boom,
whap,
bam,
whap,
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 whap.
whap.
I think whops are good.
Whop.
You do a lot better. Check out your socks. Let's see your socks.
Well, one of them.
Not only are they this flamboyant.
Yeah,
but
and then we go on to. So.
White.
Rubbish.
Although I don't have to shave my legs for my part.
I do.
Clark?
Yeah, but they're grown back in now. Can you
look at them?
Can you see that? Once were silky smooth. My flatmate helped me veet them last weekend. That was my Saturday night, wasn't it? Veeting my
This is the
legs.
sort of thing, This is a dedicated cast.
Yeah, bleaching the arm hair.
Yeah, he's bleached his armpit. I can't think of anything horribly embarrassing. You must have done something embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, packed, of course, because I didn't. Full theatre. Where was I about? Somewhere, because the tour, like I said, George's Marvellous Medicine went on for over a year. And you have 3 separate pans, because one of them has a bottom in that you put all the ingredients and the liquid in. And then
You're
another
ruining
one.
This show.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The magic's gone. And then another one has got no bottom because you put it on the cooker and smoke comes up. So I was in the process of switching both of these pans, and a bit of liquid must have came out of the pan. And when I ran back on to put it on the oven, I slipped. I slipped on the liquid, and I broke 2 of my ribs, and I kid you not, I broke 2 of my ribs on stage, and so I was just banged it into the side, and I was like on the mic, and you could hear it obviously because I was like, I can't breathe. What am I going to do? I then had to be chased by the giant chicken around the stage, and I was genuinely like, not knowing that they were broken, not knowing what had happened. They said, they can't be broken, there's no way, have a sweet tea. I don't like sugar in my tea, but I did it. Went back on stage, couldn't breathe, mega pain, hospital, bottom 2 ribs, cracked.
That's a good one,
So that was fairly...
I like that you were chased by a giant chicken
afterwards. Just to kind of insult to injury.
Yeah.
I'm a... Yeah. That's what I do. That's what I do all the time.
That is his pre-show ritual. I've never heard him get that bit wrong ever in rehearsals or in the show, but every day he's like, "Oh God, I hope it's there." Yeah, I've got the fear.
I've got
Let
the
it
fear.
go.
Let it go. But the thing is, it's so early in the morning. You're a bit. You're in the morning. You're like that, and regardless of how much you kind of warm up and stuff, and you're like, "Oh yeah, it's there." Still the fear.
The fear.
House is open.
House is open. Callow's going on.
Callow's on.
Good old Callow. Nice lad, isn't he?
I like him.
Our pre-show ritual at the minute is rushing around like idiots.
Yeah.
Because we've got so much to do beforehand, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Well, 1:45 brew.
1:45 brew
Was a ritual that we we started in the rehearsal room. Because we were there for 1:45, we thought we'll have a cup of tea.
We have a bit of a confab, don't we?
Yeah, we'll have a confab, just sort everything out.
Yeah,
Tina hobnob, and then onto it. So it's not quite 1:45 now, it's about 9 o'clock brew.
Yeah,
9 o'clock in AM brew.
I don't have any mad ritual. Like when I was doing the band, I got a bit obsessive about washing my hands. Like every show was like that. And then I think it's because we're in the grottiest, horriblest venues, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I tell you what, right? You know how I had a sore tummy yesterday? I had a sore tummy yesterday.
He says tummy. He's so cute.
Tummy. And no, I think it was maybe trapped gas, but I think it was that.
Well, you really whinged about it. If that was what it was.
Yeah, it was sore though. Could that be from steaming? I don't know. Could that have been from steaming? Because I've only recently just started steaming.
I don't think so, mate. It's only
but I'm breathing
water, in effect. It's
yeah,
like
but I'm breathing
water.
quite a lot of air in, I suppose, with that. So if that
really what's going through your mind?
Yeah, and I thought if this is my new ritual,
definitely.
I'm ditching it. Like I'm ditching it because I don't want to.
Don't want that trap window all the time. I don't want that because you were whinging.
No,
you were awful yesterday.
But hey, listen, I was really sore off stage. Then when we go on,
turned it on.
Hollywood.
Pow.
Yeah.
He's a professional.
Professional moaner.
I think my favourite show in the West End at the minute is Matilda. I think it's the only show I can recommend to anyone and know that they'll love it. It's just brilliant. It's so good.
Brilliant.
So I don't know what part I'd play in that particularly. I don't know, but I think it must be a lovely show to work on.
I think so. Because it's so well written and it's so it looks fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, the music's great, the choreography's great. It's great, and like I say, it's just the only show I can really recommend to anyone and say, you go and spend the money, you'll enjoy it.
No, I second that.
Yeah, because I hate recommending things because they're going to spend 60 quid on a ticket or whatever, and if they don't enjoy it, you kind of go, oh, it's fine. But Matilda, seal of approval. Well, it's kind of so hard to predict what will be like, because I think when One Man Two Governors came in, it kind of spouted off a load of comedies in the West End, and Noises Off popped up and all that, and
so
Sunshine
you don't know
Boys, that's called.
Yeah, Sunshine Boys.
And I don't think you would have predicted that, but you suddenly realise, there was a huge gap for loads of comedy in the West End. So it'll be interesting to see what comes next. You never know what's going to be the next Warhorse or the next Governors or the next Matilda. But like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's coming in, and that might be good, or it might just be a shocker because they try and do a new Matilda and it didn't have the same magic. But it's going to be. It's great to see new stuff coming in. It's great to see Loserville coming in. Do you know what I mean? And Governors, I think, in particular,
definitely.
We want new stuff.
Yeah, new stuff.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That's what I think too.
Oh, I love you.
Today, someone was taking photos.
Yeah, right next to you as well.
Of me, yeah.
Because
with a flash on.
It's got a bit where he's in the audience doing a bit of a spiel.
Yeah,
giving it some. Well, how close were they? About this close?
About this close. Just
flash on.
Whoa, dude! You can't be quit it. Do you know what I mean? Playing a little American child. So I was like,
I'd love to have seen that change there. Just go, help us! And go, stop it! Enough. Yeah, well, that is bad.
Yeah, that's quite bad. And phones, just put it off.
Yeah, and you can't have crisps. Don't eat crisps.
No, don't eat crisps.
I'm one of those, if I'm in a theatre or in the room, I've got some crisps or even Maltesers, I have to suck them.
Yes.
So they get really soft and so the chewing doesn't disturb people. So I can't when people are delving into packets of minstrels.
And you know what? Don't have popcorn. Don't have popcorn in the theatre because I work front of house. And let me tell you something, that ain't fun to pick up.
Clean it up.
Clean that up. Don't have to do that anymore. I'm on a kiosk.
I'm going to come to your theatre and have
You're going to have popcorn, aren't you?
Popcorn, yeah. And just be scattering it around.
It's a bad egg.
Oh.
I saw Cross Purpose at the King's Head. Jamie Burkett, brilliant, absolutely fabulous. I loved the show. Don't really know much absurdist plays that are out there at the minute, so I think it's really refreshing to have a show like that on, and it's coming back as well. It's coming back for January time, so
that's good.
We'll see it.
I watched Taboo in Brixton, which was ace, because it's the first thing that's been done in that theatre, and it's been extended and it's done really well. It's just lovely when you see kind of shows outside of town or just outside of town or whatever, and they get a buzz around them on Twitter and whatever, and people go and watch him, because that was a lovely show, and the cast were brilliant, and they were working so hard. I mean, I always think of this show as well, like when I've seen how hard everyone's worked in rehearsal, and I'm just like, just
go see it.
Yeah, it's so hard to get people to get up and go to stuff, that when a buzz does pick up and it happens like it has with Taboo, it's lovely to see. So it was great to sit there in a packed audience and watch a show, you know, where the audience is giving so much so that the cast can really do their job. It was great. It was really nice. It's nice. Aren't we good watching stuff that's not in line?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
When was the last time you watched Mamma Mia?
I've never seen it.
I have never seen. Well, in fact, I went when I was like, I was probably like 17, 18 to impress a girl. And
was she impressed?
I think she must have been, because I was depressed. So like she must have, because I don't mind the show, but actually I'm just not a big ABBA fan, and I didn't really know. I think it was early days for that show back then. It was it was about 10 years ago.
But I mean, it's doing something right.
Oh yeah, totally. It's a huge show. It's great, but like I remember going and thinking, I think I like ABBA, and I don't think I like ABBA now. I remember kind of being quite exhausted. She was a big ABBA fan, so it was fine. Yeah, so we stayed together for a bit longer. You know, obviously worked out. Just while we've got you, come and see Seussical at the Arts Theatre. Yeah. We're on till the 6th of January.
So you've got about a month.
Got 20 minutes.
Oh no.
Got about a month. I'm going to put that back down there. It was it's good. It's a nice show, I think, and yeah, it'd be nice for us to have audiences and stuff. So please come down. You'd agree?
I concur. Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I concur. Good. We're in agreement. So come down to the Arts Theatre and check us out. Buy a poster.
How much are they?
£1.50 with the signature.
Yes.
£5 without.
So
yeah, sold.
Defaced it.
Thank you, and thank you to Wilma.
Thanks,
You're
Wilma.
lovely. I love your cardi.
Yes. Gorge.
Bye. Bye.